Hello team, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be doing a player highlight on Diaz. I wanted to highlight this player because he's been doing something that a lot of other Rocket League players haven't fully implemented into their game at the highest level, which is the air dribble off of your own back wall. And Diaz is getting really good at it and using it to his advantage in these games. So I just wanted to take a look at that and also just highlight his play because he's currently ranked 9 in in 1v1 in his MMR and ranked. He's ranked 11th in 2v2. And his rank on RL duels right now is 5th place, so tough contender, and is definitely beating a lot of people on Johnny Boy and Fear's stream in the past few months. But it's been relatively inactive, so I just wanted to see what he's been up to. Unfortunately, when looking through his replays on ballchasing.com, a lot of these are a little bit old, but we're going to go for it anyway, because I just wanted to see how he plays in ranked. So this game is versus Hyder, another kind of bubble scene player for the 1v1 game mode. So yeah, we're waiting to see if Diaz is going to give us any of his signature move here, dribble off the back wall. For those of you that don't know, Diaz is a South American player from Brazil. He plays for Team Complexity, and his teammates are Razebull and CRR. His most recent results in competitive 1v1 was winning the Madness tournament on Fear's channel. That was oh, nice shot there. Nice wave dash shot to get the better of Hyder. Hyder was not expecting that. Winning the 20-minute game 1v1 tournament called Madness on Fear's channel, beating Moxie at the end. His recent show matches, he's beat Nightya, Fast, Swift on Wavy. Oh, that's wrong. Sorry, confusing my notes. He beat Nightya, Fast, Swift, and Wavy on his way to the finals of the Madness tournament. So quite the run there. Taking the win in that very interesting 1v1. I'm stoked that there is starting to be some variety entering the Rocket League 1v1 show matches and game modes. Very cool. Recently, he has on show matches. Recently, he's beaten Jorias and CRR, and he's lost to Nugget and Nas, which is both of those players are no slouch. So, more interesting though is he actually has swept Atto in a 1v1 in April of 2024. So just a month ago, a couple months ago. Yeah, he swept him 3-0, which is crazy because of the run that Atto's been on now. I'd love to see Atto versus Diaz coming up in the near future. Anyway, I've talked enough. Diaz is definitely ahead in this match, stomping Hyder a little bit. Let's see if he gets that air dribble. No. Just going to take it to the other side wall. Takes to the air. And we're just going to leave it on Diaz's POV for these matches. I do want to play, it is a player highlight for him, so I don't want to be switching perspectives too often. So Hyder's on the comeback here. There's lots of time left in this game. Lots of time. Good defense there from Diaz to call his bluff there. Throws the long shot. It's not going to secure him the goal, but it will secure him the boost. Playing that boost preservation game kind of screws it up there and gives Hyder basically just passes the ball to Hyder. It's going to be 6-3, so Hyder's coming back in this game. Fairly easy kickoff there from Diaz. Going to put it up on the wall for Hyder. See what Hyder can do with this air dribble. Doesn't have the flip. Diaz is going to take one from the wall. No chance for the flip reset. No chance. Doesn't get the boost either on that play. Going to be retreating. Hyder doesn't have too much more on that. And Diaz earns his own boost in his back corner. Hyder's got an open net and hits it. 6-4. 1 minute left. Yeah, Diaz has been on a hot streak recently with beating lots of good players. Not on a crazy streak of games, of wins. He's had some losses sprinkled in, but in general, he's sort of established himself in the last few months on Beer's stream as one of the, one of the best 1v1, active 1v1 players that he's seen. Like I said before, he's number 5 on RL duels. And I'm sure he was higher before Atto Atto started his streak of beating almost everybody. That shot was a little bit lackluster. Could have waited for the half volley, I think, and would have had more of a threatening position. Hyder had nowhere to go really on the wall. Could have waited. Hyder gets the boost and goes for the long shot. But Diaz is good for it. Great D there, and then patient here on the goal line, saving his boost. He's got none now, but challenging the ball. And that is mostly game, unless Hyder scores right here, which he will. 6 seconds to win it here for Hyder. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. What is Diaz going to do? Flips right through the ball and secures the win. Yeah, it takes it back. Okay, so we're going to jump into the next game here. All right, so next match here, we have Diaz versus Zapatos. Zapatos, another exciting player to watch. I love that he has picked the Sentio as his main car and has not switched. I think it's super cool. In a world of Fenix and Octanes, he stands alone. And I think the really cool part about it is, as soon as you see him on the field, not because of just his very unique playstyle, but it's very easy to spot, which is cool. I think that's awesome. There's not another players where you go, oh, that is, that's Zen's Fennec, or that's that's so-and-so's car. It doesn't really work like that, which it would be cool if it did. If people had their own cars, I think it would make for a little bit more interesting of a match. A little bit more signature. Styles are very hard to pick out these days because, the meta is so similar. But Zapatos actually breaks that mold with his car and with his playstyle. One of the pioneers of the zap dash or landing dash that he's known for. And that, unlike some mechanics that are named after players, it's extremely useful and is used like it's at the cutting edge, the fringe of viable mechanics in 1v1 currently, which is cool. The players that are doing it definitely have an edge over the players that don't, the players that haven't mastered it yet at the top level, and goes for all game modes, 1s, 2s, and 3s. You see people doing the landing dash in those game modes, wall dashing, and then wave dashing onto the ground, followed by a landing dash. 3 dodges in very, very quick succession, getting them to supersonic. So we're into the game here. Diaz is going to get a second goal. I will be pausing the game if we do see Diaz do a back wall or a dribble. I'm realizing now that it would be funny to, to have a reason for doing this player highlight, and then he doesn't even do a back wall air dribble in any of the 3 games that I'm choosing to highlight. But, happens. Might be a reason not to upload this video at some point. Even kick off here, Zapatos with the flick. The Sentio has crazy flicks. I think it's the plank. It's either the plank hitbox or the dominance hitbox. But the flicks on the Sentio can be very fast. The longer car makes it easy to get dealt with like multiple touches during the flick. Which, adds an insane amount of power. So this is not quite the back wall, but pretty close. And what you're going to see here is that heavy touch with the dodge, a couple touches, the flip reset, and then the final usage of the dodge. But it's the heavy touch at the beginning that's so important. We might see it again here. No, fails out of that one. That was a tough ball to get a useful first touch on. Nice dodge on the air dribble bump. And that's going to be a long shot saved by Zapatos. Nets Diaz the boost, but not the goal. Zapatos is caught up and got the boost. And pushes a bit too far. That was a great shot by Diaz. Noticing that Zapatos is just pushed up a little bit far into no man's land. Diaz knows Zapatos is going for the corner boost, or the side boost, so he goes for the corner himself. Great play there. Great shot from Zapatos. It almost didn't, from Diaz's point of view, it didn't really look like he had an angle there. But he caught up with it and just slots it in the top corner, far post. Diaz didn't jump for it because I think he assumed he was on the same wavelength as me. That's going past the net and going to be unscorable. So from this back wall here, back corner wall, gets that heavy touch, couple touches, flip reset, and uses it. And the reason it's I can over-explain this a little bit. Air dribbles, when they first started coming out off the wall, 5 or 6 years ago, they were considered way too high risk, low percentage play to be used in matches because one, you can mess it up and just pass the ball to your opponent. Two, the opponent can make a save and you're going to have no boost and a horrible recovery. So it's either score or be scored on. But obviously that changed with air dribbles off the ground, and then air dribbles off the sidewall. But it's also starting to change. Diaz is starting to change that fact with air dribbles off the back wall because he can do it with 70 boost and get a threatening shot on net at the end of it. So there's that heavy touch, early flip reset to get another one. He kind of didn't have the perfect setup for that, so he sort of had to bail out with the second flip reset. Gonna let that go in. There's that high risk play. He sort of just passed the ball to Zapatos and didn't have a great recovery there. And that's a little bit of a dive. He's going to be lucky that Zapatos didn't have that first initial touch more infield. But as I was saying, Diaz has made the shot viable because he's so good at it that it's no longer a low percentage play. It's become a high percentage play with the added, Zapatos is coming back, with the added benefit of it's really, really hard to know when to challenge as a defender. Because they're just going away from you towards their net, so you try to follow, and then all of a sudden he's going off his back wall fast, and you got to catch up, and you're left, pushed too far forward, even though it doesn't really look like it's going to have a shot. Your opponent's going to have a shot. This is a tough one to make work for Diaz. Gets it on net, tries to get the rebound. Zapatos is going to steal it, and Diaz actually forfeits this match. So let's get into the next game. All right, team, welcome to the third and final game. This game is going to be versus Nightya, another super promising kind of bubble scene 1v1 player, trying to make it to the top. I don't have his rank with me right now. This match is also from April of 2024. So we're going to see if Diaz can get one of his back wall air dribbles. And I think I've said enough about that mechanic, but I want to watch it more now with the context of, it really is quite something that he's been pioneering in the scene, which is, different mechanics and different strategies have not fallen off, but they've slowed down, in the recent years of 1v1. So it's always cool to see when someone's doing something different or someone's pushing the envelope on something else. Great turn from Diaz and good read off the post. Naya was not expecting that. Diaz going to opt for the ball pressure instead of the boost. And with that 50-50 with his hitbox there, he's just guaranteed himself a back ball air dribble. Let's see if he can get that heavy touch, flip reset. Still only really makes it, if you don't get that perfect first touch, you're kind of only making it to the halfway mark before you're coming down to the ground. Unless you want to get that second flip reset, but at that point it's sort of easy to read. So even as I'm making this video about Diaz doing that and kind of pioneering this shot, you can see him messing it up just about the same amount as he's, his success rate is the same as his failure rate, which is interesting. That's good for that redirect on his net. He is going to take it to the sidewall, to the air. Can Diaz get back to this? It's actually wide. We got 12. Knight is going to grab his boost and turn around. That's a little bit of a gimme. Allows Diaz to escape and actually allows him to get a goal without even grabbing the back corner boost or the side boost. So a little bit of a misplay from Naya. He had boost and ball. Just that first touch to the far post was not. It's basically just a pass to Diaz. Diaz going to get kickoff goal. Great half volley to the top corner. It was open, but it wasn't free. That was he pretty much had to put it there or better. Naya was going to save it. Now air dribble from the ground from the back, from his own box. Oh, awesome flip reset, or wave dash shot there from Diaz. Perfectly placed. Good shot selection too. Is he knew that Diaz kind of used his brakes on the goal line, so couldn't get moving fast enough to get a very good save on that, or any save really. Oh, yeah, dribbling it back towards its own net. Good confidence there. Perfect boost pickup by Diaz. And here we go. Are we going to get what we want? This is what I wanted. Oh, goes for the second flip reset off just to beat Naya, so he guarantees himself a boost. Expect Naya to challenge there. Naya gets around him, and scores it. Slots it bottom right. Good outplay there from Naya. Diaz bumped him off the ball, but he got back to it and had the better recovery at the end of the day. 4-3 in this match with a minute and a half left. Diaz got ball and boost and a high air dribble from the ground. Naya challenges. That's wide. He's going to win the race to the boost, but Diaz might have more than Naya expects him to and is up for that. Crossbar down and out. Diaz, gets the side boost, but Naya kind of just plops it right over him. Unexpected there, 4-4 with a minute left. Now, flip reset, fake. It doesn't look like much, but the angle change from what could have been the initial shot to what ended up being the final shot is just so much. He had everything threatened there. That's why Naya couldn't really go. He's gonna put a shot on net. Doesn't really net him. He nets him his boost, but Naya's gonna have time to grab. Oh, and that's not a good touch. 5-5. Coming down to the wire here. It's a close match. Naya's been keeping up, and Naya's not really having a trouble scoring on Diaz. Neither of them are really having trouble scoring on each other. I think they're both Such great defensive players. Oh, that's a good shot, though. Catches Naya off guard. Naya might have been reading far down and out, as I was. A bit of a weird loft on that ball. I don't think he has the flip reset. He does have the flip reset. Good patience from Naya. He's going to get at least one more chance here. Doesn't do too much with it. That flick was creative, but at the end of the day, a little bit easy to read. Diaz is going to give him one more goal. I was going to say one more chance if he messes up, and that's going to be a forfeit from Naya. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.